The world of television can be a complicated one when you're dealing with different television universes. There are some fascinating theories out there dealing with television universes, especially the one that details that all of television is in the head of the autistic child who appeared in the series finale of Saint Elsewhere. For those who do not know the story, the hospital drama Saint Elsewhere turned out to be in the mind of a child, which is revealed at the end of the last episode. The problem is that the characters from Saint Elsewhere appeared in Cheers, which means that the world of Cheers, Frasier, Friends, and so on are all in the child's head. It is a very popular theory, and it's been shared a lot online already, so we're not going to go into that. Instead, we're going to look at two television universes. The first involves how the X-Files and Arrested Development happen in the same universe, and how The Office and The Walking Dead happen in their own universe. Before we go on, let's just state that this is for fun. Some links may be a bit shaky, but who cares? So let's begin. Huzzah! If you've seen Homicide: Life on the Street, you know all about John Munch. The amazing thing about the character of John Munch is he actually appears in several television shows across networks, which is something very few characters do. Thanks to John Munch, several universes connect into one very interesting universe. John Munch, of course, appeared on Homicide, but he also appeared on Law & Order, which combined those realities. In addition, he appeared on The Wire. Now these are all normal crossovers given the subject matter of the shows. Where it gets interesting is when Munch appeared as a character on The X-Files, specifically the one where we learn the origin of the lone gunman. This brings these universes together, but going further, Munch also appeared as a character on Arrested Development. This in turn means that George Bluth and the Bluth Company all exist within the same universe as Law & Order and The X-Files. Add in the fact that Mulder and Scully appeared as characters on The Simpsons, and you have an interesting world where the animated world of The Simpsons exists in the same world as Law & Order and Arrested Development. Perhaps we're dealing with some sort of Toontown situation like on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, let's move on to The Office. It all begins with The Office UK, which started as a standalone show but eventually began to share a universe with other shows because of its popularity. One show was Lost. In a flashback with Charlie, the former rock star, a girl he is seeing mentions that her father is off buying a paper company in Slough. The paper company is believed to be Warnham Hogg. That's the setting of the UK version of The Office. Now, it's not expressly said that is Warnham Hogg, but it is a very clear reference to it, and I figure, hey, let's go with it. So we have a shared universe between The Office UK and Lost. Next, it is clear that The Office UK and The Office US share a universe, especially because David Brent appeared on The Office with Michael Scott. As a result, we now have a universe where Lost, The Office US, and The Office UK share a universe. Moving on, in a gag video that appeared at the Emmys, Creed buys crystal meth from Jesse Pinkman. While this is a gag, for fun, we say that it is canon. Yes, I know it may not be a real episode of either show, but I'm just having fun here, so let's not take it too seriously. With Pinkman appearing in The Office, it moves Lost, The Office, and Breaking Bad into the same universe.
My crystal meth got here, guys. No, it's not.
Of course, Better Call Saul also appears in the same universe as Breaking Bad, so we can add it to the mix. Next up, we get The Walking Dead. Now, there are several references to Breaking Bad in The Walking Dead. First, there's the blue meth that appeared in Merle's drug bag in an episode of The Walking Dead. In addition, we have the fact that Glenn is driving the same vehicle as Walt Jr. did, which is a stretch, I know, but in Breaking Bad, they actually say that the general manager of the car dealership where they bought the Dodge Charger was named Glenn, and then later on in The Walking Dead, we see Glenn driving a Dodge Charger that looks exactly alike.
$800 for 2 days.
Well, the law says they don't have to take it back at all. All right, here's the registration, the window sticker, the receipt. Oh, and make sure you talk to the general manager. His name is Glenn.
Glenn.
The next reference is a bit more rock solid. In one episode, Daryl talks about this time him and his brother were watching television with this drug dealer, who he called a janky little white guy, a tweaker. When the drug dealer's favorite show was insulted by Merle, he responds with, "I'm gonna kill you, bitch." Sound like someone we all know?
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
So we have The Office, Lost, The Walking Dead, and Breaking Bad all in the same universe. Now, All these universes don't actually exist. All of them are in the head of the character of Hal in Malcolm in the Middle. In a special feature on a Breaking Bad DVD, Hal, the character Bryan Cranston played on Malcolm in the Middle, wakes up from a nightmare in which he was Walter White. Again, it is a gag. But if we accept it as canon, that means The Office, Lost, The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, and several other shows that link into Lost all are a bad dream of Hal. It's the bad dream Hal universe. With Lost being referenced, the world of Lost and not the show, in several other shows like Chuck, Fringe, and Heroes, mostly through Oceanic Airlines references, we can now add those universes into the Hal Bad Dream universe. So there you have it, a fun way to look at the world of television and how some shows share a similar universe. Now if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and if you really liked it, please share or comment.